Hi students, how are you? It's great to, can't say I could see you, but it's certainly great to communicate with you. We're a couple days away from the end of week 4, um, but I'm about to be doing some traveling, so I'm changing time zones, and I'm doing it a little early, okay? But those of you who are still finishing your discussion board posts, you still have till Sunday night, and I'll be grading them either Sunday or Monday, okay? So I want to cover 3 topics, okay? Some comments on the memo assignment, some comments on discussion board week 4 on the use of adjuncts, part-time, contingent faculty, and your experiences, and a little bit on the final paper, which is extremely important. Okay, first off, on the memo assignment, you did wonderful. Really, as a class, you all did very well. I mean, I may have taken the points off if you hadn't used some citations from the materials, which I did ask you for, but for the most part, it was really terrific. I love the discussions and the chatter between the 4 groups. In fact, I'm going to give a shout out to group 4. You had 28 different posts. The other groups did fine, but this group was particularly chatty. So to Britt, Sabrina, Leah, Jessica, Ward, and Sheila, thanks so much. You took the lead there, and I can see you helped each other, but you did your own work. And the same for groups 1, 2, and 3. But I just thought 4 had a little more assistance to each other. That was really nice. In fact, here's a suggestion that you are not required to do, but you may do. The groups are there. You're now working on your final paper. It's perfectly fine if in your groups you want to share your ideas of how you're approaching the final paper, because there's 3 options, okay? I'm in the groups. I'm observing. As long as you do your own work and you share ideas with each other or bounce ideas off each other, I think that might be helpful. So this is an experiment. I haven't done this the last time I taught the class, but I like the interaction. I like the respect you show to each other, and it's kind of nice. So try it. If it works, let me know at the end. Thanks. Okay, moving on to discussion board DB4. Again, many of you I know are busy with the rest of your lives, and you haven't done all three posts this week, but for those who did, I want to give a few shout outs, okay? On this question of the use of adjuncts and contingent faculty. First of all, to Britt, if you read her comments, her father was an adjunct professor for many years while he had a full-time job, and it was absolutely a delightful combination. But on the other hand, she has a spouse who is trying to get a full-time job as an academic, and he's concerned about that. So she's got both ends of the spectrum in terms of teaching. And she herself said that she has not had many adjuncts at the schools she went to. So it's kind of interesting to look across generations, and thank you, Britt, for sharing that. Maria Maxwell made the comment that perhaps this whole issue, which is before us now, it's in the paper almost every day, if not every week, faculty hiring needs to be looked at and evaluated to meet the needs of this educational generation. That's certainly very true, and Maria, we're in the midst of that. And Nathan, who really had a lot of passion for this subject this week, and Nate, I want to thank you for that. He said the problem with adjunct professors is not that they are ineffective teachers. Rather, it's the impermanence of adjunct professors that can create unstable dynamics in departments, and which makes it very difficult to find a unified academic voice and vision. Wonderful, broad brush statement, really very clear. Nice to see that, Nate. And finally, Samantha, who gave an excellent summary, which she said the usage of adjuncts could be an advantage or a disadvantage to universities, which is really where we're at. But the whole question is, what's the future going to bring, and how are we going to get from where we are now to where we're going? Okay? Anyway, great post, and I'm looking forward to reading the rest of them. Many of you are very animated about this. You have good opinions, and you're backing up your opinions with citations, and I'm liking to see that. Okay? And finally, the final paper. All right? It's due, the Wednesday of the last week, and it's a faculty development assignment. You have 3 choices: a case study, where you look at an institution's faculty development plan and evaluate it in terms of its outcomes, its theoretical framework, and so forth, okay? It's very clear. You need an institutional profile, a mission statement, demographics, and so on. These papers must be at least 6 pages, 6 to 8, okay? Don't give me 5.5. You can go a little over 8, but I wouldn't make it more than 9, all right? That's what I'm looking for. That doesn't include the references, all right? The second option is the faculty development plan. You may create a faculty development plan for your institution or a fictitious hypothetical institution. Again, the profile is required, and you have to go through and make some recommendations and so forth. And the final option is a compare and contrast among 2 different colleges, and this might be a little more challenging depending upon where you work or having access to that information. But it's also the same idea. You had to have the institutional profile and so forth. All right, this is a paper I'm going to read twice. It's going to take me a while to grade them. I'm looking for excellent work, and I know observing each of you up through this week 4, you have the capability of submitting really excellent papers. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, as you heard me say, I'm traveling a bit, but I will be checking my messages. You will be able to reach me. I will be able to reach you. And the only issue might be I might not finish grading the discussion boards this week until Monday or Tuesday because of, firewall issues and so forth. All right? That's my comments. The course is going very well. I'm enjoying being in this with you. Try the groups and sharing ideas on your final paper. That's perfectly fine, just as long as you do your own work. Okay? That's my summary. Good luck as you get into week 5, which is on for-profit colleges and institutions in terms of the readings. Some good materials there having to do with faculty. Okay? Take care. Bye now.